All right, how you doing, everybody? Welcome back to the Can We Talk podcast. I just want to say thanks for all the love that y'all been sending us. We appreciate it. We're going to try to keep giving y'all better quality videos. So, it's your boy CJ and Paul, and today we have another special guest, one of good friends of mine, Brig Rat. And today's going to be a little special episode. So today's theme is mainly going to be around children. So after this, don't be afraid to like or dislike, comment, and subscribe so y'all get these notifications whenever we post these videos. All right, y'all? So we're going to start this off with the first question. When is it appropriate time for someone you are dating to meet your kids? Talk to us, CJ.
Immediately. Did I say that right?
Immediately?
Immediately. Like as soon as possible.
Right off the bat. Yeah, why?
Because kids have an instinct. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They know if this person that you're dating, if they're right for you. That's what I believe. And then also you want to bring upon you don't want to keep nothing from your kids, especially if they have a father or a mother. You know what I'm saying, in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be able to know that, you want your child to know that you're okay. So you want to bring this person around. So
you're saying what, after one date?
Yeah.
After one date?
Okay. I'm not talking about
when y'all start getting serious.
When y'all start getting serious, I think that person should be able to meet your kids to see how he's going to be around your kids. You know what I'm saying? Because you want this, you know that he's right for you or she's right for you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But how is he going to react to your kids?
Or how your kids going to react to
how your kids going to react to them. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be able to find that out as soon as possible instead of dragging it along. You 6 months down the road, they haven't met them, you move them in, and all of a sudden, they don't have a good relationship.
I really feel that. Why would you move them in right away, though?
What, 6 months ain't...
That's fast. Oh, that's fast.
6 months?
6 months is fast.
I'm just giving, a whatever, like 6 months, a year, whatever. But you want them to at least build a relationship with this person.
So you don't like waste your time with this person?
Waste your time, because what if, imagine this, y'all get serious, the dating's over, y'all want to move in, and then you be like, okay, you're going to meet my kids. What if they don't get along? What if your kids and this person don't get along? Exactly. That's why you want to know, because don't waste your time if you don't have to. Always come up front with everything. Rather if it's meeting, whether if it's telling your secrets. Ask questions when you're supposed to. You want to be able to know if this person is right for you.
What do you say, Big Rat?
But wouldn't you want to get to know them first?
No.
So when do you think is the appropriate time?
I think you get to know them for, I don't know, a certain amount of time. I say at least a year. Mm-hmm. Because you aren't going to learn much of anything in the first 6 months.
Yes, you are. That's why you ask questions. That's exactly. See, that's what women and some men. I have to clarify that. That's the problem. We don't want to ask questions because we think that it's going to be, if we ask questions, we're going to scare them away. No, hell no. You ask questions.
Well, enough. If it scares them away, then it means they weren't right for you.
Exactly. But that's
your way of finding out that they're not the one.
Yeah, you can find out somebody's not the one.
Okay, so it's like you have that certain amount of time that you get to know them, and then after that time, it's like, okay, you can meet my kids now, and then that is a certain amount of time.
No.
And then you go into the moving in and the whole...
You know why you do that? Because you're getting somebody comfortable to lie to you. You're getting them comfortable to lie to you. How? Let me explain it.
Please, talk to me.
When you first meet somebody, right? Mm-hmm. Okay? They don't know nothing about you. As soon as you start asking questions, they feel like, oh, snap. They feel pressure. Because they like, oh, snap, man. She's asking me all these questions, man. Let me try.
No, that's when you date. That's all it is asking questions.
Exactly.
First date. So why would you feel pressure?
Why would you feel pressure when somebody's asking you a question the first time they meet you?
Yes, because that's
the same way. Okay, it's the same way when you go to jail, right? Or when in a cell.
That's a horrible analogy.
No, it's not. I'm telling you.
Y'all got both dating. Because Because y'all first dating, you're dating to get to know that person.
Mm-hmm.
So how you get to know that person? By asking them questions.
Exactly.
So you shouldn't feel pressured from the questions that I'm asking you.
And when you first dating?
Yes.
When you first dating?
Yes.
Even the explicit questions like, have you cheated on your partner? You think that person gonna answer you?
They should. Why shouldn't they not? Why wouldn't they answer those questions?
Because they don't want you to know.
Then that means they ain't the right one for you. That's how you get to know. That's how you get the vibe.
All I'm saying is, I think that a year. I mean, well, of course, it takes a lifetime to know somebody, but we're talking about, are they right for you at that moment of time? You know what I'm saying? I don't think everybody's different in a way. So it can be 6 months, it can be a year. I think everything should be up front if you're serious. Once you get serious with this person, everything should be up front.
But doesn't getting serious take time?
Yeah, it can take as much time as as the individuals want to.
Yeah, so when you say immediately,
so it can be.
I don't
no,
know.
I mean like immediately, as in as soon as y'all get serious. Not talking about just dating. Dating is just getting to know somebody. Okay, dating is just y'all going out.
Yeah. Because you can date around, right?
Yeah, you can date around. Yeah, you can date around. Nah,
so I'm not finna
let
every person that you dating.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not finna let every individual that I date meet my kid. Hey, listen, come meet my kids. I'm in the car. I got them waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying.
How would you set up the meeting between the kids and the person that you're dating? How would you do that?
I would set it up.
Chuck E. Cheese.
No. I would let them meet them while they're with my, I guess, baby mom. Because let me explain. I want her to know the person that I'm with, so she can feel comfortable that she can leave this person with the kids. You know what I'm saying? While I'm with her. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's co-parenting. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're co-parenting. So that individual have to feel comfortable around her.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you tell your ex-partner or whatever about the person first?
Yeah, but
before they meet the kids.
Perspective is everything.
But out of respect, though, like you said.
I mean, well, you don't have to.
Respect,
you don't have to, but as soon as it engage into them meeting your kids, I believe yes. Because this person, because you're allowing somebody to enter in your life to engage with your kids.
But I wouldn't do it at the same time as the kids.
So would you have we'll just say spouse just to keep it short. Would you have your spouse meet the baby father first, then meet the children, or children then spouse?
Spouse and then children.
You know what? Me personally, what I would do, I would do like you said, the Chuck E. Cheese. I would do the same at the same time.
Yep. But
this how I'm gonna do it though. I had to be slick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna have my spouse come over and be like, oh, that's my my friend or whatever. Just meet them and then introduce them as
like a surprise.
Yeah. Just to see how to get the vibe from, because it would depend on how old your kid is. They might get like, oh, you my mama boyfriend or whatever. So they might not like him or like just off the relationship. So if you gotta get that feeling first. Like, can they vibe right off the bat?
The mama feel comfortable,
this is my friend.
The kid can vibe off of her. Her feeling.
Because
that's so obvious. It's not even like unless they bring someone with them, like a child.
Yeah, bring a nephew or niece or somebody with them. That's what I'm saying. Bring another kid with you, or maybe the movies or to the park, or just somewhere where we all together, like in a public place where we can just meet up. And it could be like a coincidence. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And just to get the vibe, and then later on you say, yeah, this is the person that I'm dating. You was cool with them before I was dating them, so obviously they fine. Makes sense. I think that's how I would do that.
Yes.
Yeah, see, I'm good with the ideas, I told y'all. But all right, so we're gonna move to the next one. How important is the relationship between the person you are dating and your kids?
What do you mean, how important?
So, like, is dating the
person more important than your kids?
No. Like the person that you're dating, like their relationship and the kids. So your spouse, like I said, we're gonna keep it spouse.
Like how important is it to you, like the relationship between your spouse and the kids?
Oh, the spouse come first, of course.
But no. We're not saying like the order that. I'm saying, so like the kids, or you got your kids,
Okay.
and you got your spouse.
Okay.
Say they don't get along. Is that enough to make you want to break up with your spouse?
So this spouse is a stepfather or mother.
Not yet. Getting there. Yeah. We getting there. We just got past the meeting stage. They met.
Yes.
And then, like you said, y'all probably, okay, so you don't have custody of your kids or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But now y'all moved in together, and then, you get your kids every summer or something, you know what I'm saying? But the relationship isn't well. It's not bad, but it isn't good. So how important is that to you that she has a good relationship with the kids in order for you to continue the relationship?
Oh, very. It's very important. To me, it's very important. Because at the end of the day, I want the person that I'm with, you know what I'm saying, to have the same relationship as I do with my kids, because it just makes it for a more profound relationship. Because if, one of my kids are hurt, you know what I'm saying, I want them, and if I'm not there, I want them to be able to express, while I have them, I want them to be able to express the same feelings that they feel while they're hurt to the stepmom. You know what I'm saying? If you can't do that, and I'm not there, that's just putting a deeper hole in their feelings. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very important. That's how I feel.
What about you, B-Rap?
Like you said, like they have a good judge of character. So if my kid doesn't like them, then it kind of says it right there to me.
Just stop the rip.
Just right away.
but some kids can be bastards because excuse me for saying that, because they cannot like this person just because you're not with their mom. You know what I'm saying? Now that's a whole totally different situation.
But it's the same situation because now they're roll with each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're not.
Yeah, I just would want my child to be comfortable to come to my significant other and tell them what's going on. When things are wrong. But I also want them to approach it as if it was me. You know what I'm saying? As if they're a parent too. As if it's their kid too. Even though it's not. They just...
So treat my kids as your kids.
Yeah, treat my kids as your kids. You know what I'm saying? Just because they're not biologically yours, I still want you to have the same treatment as if I was there. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. Because if I can't depend on you to help my kids, then we shouldn't be together. It shouldn't even be in a relationship.
Yeah.
How would you feel if the person you're dating didn't like kids, but you love this person, and they say they're cool with you having kids? But they're not a kid-friendly kind of guy.
You love this person.
You're in love.
I don't know.
But they just not a kid-friendly person. You know what I'm saying? They don't like kid stuff or whatever.
Your priorities are wrong.
I mean,
are their priorities wrong? Or the person you date, or the...
Yes, because your kids come first.
I think it's just. I think it's just
more than
not
anything, because no matter
keep going.
No matter how much you love someone, you love your kids more. Nobody can top how much you love your kids.
I'll tell you where you're wrong with it.
Yeah.
You gotta put your relationship
above your kids. Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, I believe.
No matter what, will your kids be taken care of?
Yes.
Yeah.
So just for that fact, so it means if you down and out, your kids gonna be good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means they're good. So they can be at number 2 and be just fine. But you gotta put your relationship first, because that's help building the foundation for the home, whatever, right? And you want your kids to have a good foundation and values. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna take it, so you have to take care of the relationship if you want to take care of your kids too.
Yeah, because the relationship can determine how the kids will act.
But your relationship's not even gonna be that great if they don't even like you.
But that's why you create a good foundation. Because if you don't, everything else will fall apart. Like your kids, your relationship, everything literally will crumble.
So that's why the questions are kind of playing the part. Like, when is it time to meet them? You know what I'm saying? How important is the relationship to you? You know what I'm saying? So if it's not really important, then it's not. You know, it might. You can still move on or whatever. But if it's important to you, they don't like kids, then you know you move on.
I feel like this person who doesn't like kids would have expressed this from like the very beginning.
Oh, of course.
But they like you or whatever, so they deal with it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you know people who dealt with that. You know what I'm saying? People deal with that all the time. Well, yeah, you got kids, but I like you more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm gonna ask, like, y'all as parents, like, how really important is that? You know, like, how important is that for you to continue?
That's just awkward.
What do you mean?
Like, you being with somebody who doesn't like kids, but will.
I mean, do you like your kids 100% of the time? I mean, sometimes it's FTK for me.
FTK.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we
but
should name
of
the
course,
podcast, FTK. That's the title episode.
But of course, I love my kids. But at the same time, I need, you know what I'm saying, my relationship always will come first, because it like you know, waters, you know, my kids. By watering, I mean like it helps.
And you wanna know what happens a lot? A lot of people, right? They always put their kids before their relationship. And guess what ends up happening to their relationship? It crumbles. Because kids are needy.
I guess the way I see it, if I like this person I'm starting to date, like voices that to me, like there's no point in really.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that's important. It is an important factor for you that they have a good relationship with your kids.
Yeah.
Because you want growth. You want growth in all areas, not just.
And if that person truly loves you, like you said, that person's gonna love your kids as their own. You know.
You're gonna love your kids as your own.
Yeah. So like you said, no matter what, your kids will be taken care of. So if your kids gonna be taken care of, that's less you kind of have to worry about, because you, in the back of your mind, actually in the front of your mind, from the front to the back, you know that your kids are taken care of, so you don't have to worry about that as much. But relationships, you always got to constantly build and grow on those. You know, so you want to keep doing. That's why you got to put that relationship
because
first.
your kids is eventually going to venture off for themselves. You know, they're going to get their own relationship, their own responsibility. And then if you're too busy, if you're in a relationship, you're too busy focusing on your kids that's already grown. Where's their time to focus on your relationship, on your life?
I guess I just see it as something like small now.
Yeah, you know, because kids are temporary. They grow up, they get their own lives. Then they
kids are forever. They stop being your kids.
No. What I mean is they're going to have their own lives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you the story. Something my mom told me when her mother died. Okay, her father wanted to date somebody. You know, he was dating, and he asked them a question. Hey, are y'all okay with me getting married to this woman? And my mom was like, no. You know, my aunt's mom was like, no, man, I don't want y'all to get married. You know, what about my mom? So her brother, which is my uncle, took them in a room and said this: listen, y'all got to be happy for that, because at one point of time, we're going to have our own. You know what I'm saying? We're going to move on.
Yeah.
We're going to have our own lives, our own wives, husbands, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? And dad is going to be stuck with his wife. So let him be happy, because at the moment of time, we're his kids now, but eventually we're going to move on. So it's important to always strive to better your relationship and not worry about the damn kids.
And that person
makes sense.
Yeah. So that, and like I said, if that person truly cares, then they're going to take care of your kids.
Yeah, they're going to take care of your kids.
That's something you ain't got to worry about.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about.
Speaking of like taking care of kids, we're going to move on to the next question. How do you feel about your spouse disciplining your kids?
You got to be specific.
Disciplining.
Like whooping
Whooping
ass.
However they choose. However they choose to discipline. Say you at work and then them kids was acting up, and so.
Okay, if she's my spouse.
No, well, okay. Do we mean spouse or like
girlfriend?
Dating?
Oh no. We're in the serious. We in the serious territory. Living together.
We're living together.
Fiance. About to get married.
No, I wouldn't mind.
You don't mind a little whooping?
But no, wait. Now, I don't. Okay, my oldest, I don't whoop her. Like it's just, I feel that all she needs is to start talking to me because she understands the level of how I feel at that moment and what she does.
But what
so
if she does something like really, really bad?
then I will talk to her. And
But you're not.
most of the time.
But we're not talking about you. When we're talking about the
No,
the spouse.
but no, that's where I'm getting to. That's what I'm getting to.
All right.
If I don't discipline, I don't even expect her mom to discipline her the way I do. If I don't whoop her, I don't think you should whoop her. That's just what I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, what about putting on punishment, taking games, toys away?
That's fine. I do that. You know what I'm saying? I do that with my oldest. So
this is you. Go to your room. Go to your room. Go to your room. That's how you discipline y'all.
What I'm saying, no. But what I'm saying is,
You lost the whole thing.
treat. They should be able to treat.
You
You should be able to do this. Yeah, reciprocate what the same thing rules.
I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong, but I want to hear what Brie got to say.
Okay.
So, do you think, or how do you feel if
No, I agree with that. Like,
if you don't?
I don't want my kids. Like, you shouldn't be whooping my kids.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't agree with the. I don't like whoopings anyway. 'Cause I don't think they work. I'm gonna be creative.
That's
I'm
fair.
gonna no.
Yeah.
I ain't sparing the ride. See, this is my form of discipline. I think the crime should always, or the punishment should fit the crime. So like, if my kid is talking back, well, guess what you about to do? You about to go outside. You about to talk to this tree for motherfucking hour or so. Yeah, until this tree talk back to you. You talking back. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be creative on how I discipline.
A little too creative.
Yeah, like that's how you gotta do it. You have to learn the lesson on what they're doing or whatever, right? But sometimes in life when you got two parents, in the household, one gotta be the fun one gotta be the disciplinary.
Not always.
You gotta have balance.
Yeah.
If both of y'all not disciplining the child, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna run over both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But you also gotta have a fun one so they're able to like still come to it. Like you don't want your kids to not come to both of y'all. You want your kids to, but someone has to be to lay down the law. I mean, sometimes usually it's like, maybe if it's the mom, she's home all the time, then of course she might discipline them. And then if the dad comes, it's like, oh, it's fun, Dad, because Dad's usually away, so you don't want the disciplinary one to be gone all the time. So you gotta have a good balance. So you say you don't discipline, but you gotta do something.
You gotta show tough love.
Yeah. You gotta show some type of something if
But
they do wrong.
I'm not saying like, I mean, there's different ways of disciplining and just whooping.
Yeah. Like I just explained.
He just explained.
But no whoopings. So what about a spanking, slight spanking?
I mean, I do that. I do that to my
So
son.
wooden spoon?
I do that to my son. But I don't use.
Yeah, I don't believe in beating.
You know what?
No.
Yeah.
With my hand, I will use force, but with like a weapon, I'll just. But you see, they will cry, right? They will give that reaction. Like I would let their reaction be their punishment because I would literally tap them, and they'd be like,
They're so scared of what's coming.
Yeah, because they're so scared of what's coming. So
Yeah.
I don't have to, you know what I'm saying, be forceful at that moment because they already know what's to come.
Yeah.
You know, like my 2-year-old.
But how often do they do the same thing after you already told them to? Even after you do that whooping, do they do the same thing?
They do the same thing.
So if they repeat, so that means it's not working. That means it's not working. If they're doing the same thing, that means it's not working.
Yeah, but you still gotta be able to whatever.
Yeah, I think.
But there's some kids where it just doesn't work.
Yeah. That's why it's trial and error. I think it's trial and error.
Every kid is different. Every kid is different. No matter, I don't care what you say. Every kid is different. You have to be able to know what makes them listen, and sometimes they just don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like a 2-year-old. You know, how far do you have to go in order to discipline them or whooping in order for them to understand?
I think it's like you always gotta have that. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you if you do something bad, like on your table. You say you may not do it, but you gotta let them know that it's still there. Like I like the death penalty. Like when people get rid of the death penalty, it's almost people gonna commit more crimes because they feel like they can get away with a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily have to do it, but it's the fear of having that consequence. You may not do it. Like why won't you commit a crime? It's the consequences of it, right? Yeah. So why don't you steal?
Because I'm not a thief.
You are a thief.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
not a thief.
You are a
We're
thief.
talking about kids. Remember?
You know he stole my $256. Yeah, I ain't gonna forget about that.
Come on now.
Yeah, I want my money back.
You know what?
Alright, anyways.
Paul made a point about death penalty. Okay, somebody won't do it, but get this: if somebody like a kid, okay, it takes rehabilitation in order to change their mind about something. So if you can rehabilitate them from the crimes they commit within your household, then they can change. It's not all about just discipline, and that's the problem. People put discipline first, and that's it. Like that's all they get.
Love first.
You gotta be able to, because like my mom used to always tell me, you should never whoop your kids while you're mad. Even though she did. Never whoop your kids. Like that's what she told me with my kids. Never whoop them, because you're showing you're showing frustration, and you will take it out on them. Yeah, you're not thinking clearly.
Yeah.
So you wait to calm down, and then you
beat that butt.
Yeah, then you beat them. You know what I'm saying? Then you beat them.
Calm boxer.
But at the same time, you also got to think of to rehabilitate them. Mm-hmm. Okay, what can I do that's better for them not to do this again? Because everybody just think that discipline is just the key to everything, but not everybody has that same mindset.
Yeah, and it comes. I think you got to talk to them too. Kids understand a lot more than what we think they know. You know what I'm saying? So they do. That's not how you feel. Like, why did you do the things that you?
Yeah, talk to them. Question. I mean, even if they can't talk, just let them talk. My 2-year-old literally just be like, he'll whisper something in there, and you just gotta be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's so smart, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, why do you do the things you do? And you gotta realize he's 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's
he's
no other simple. He's venturing out. He's learning things. You know what I'm saying? He's curious, and we all gotta, as parents, we gotta take that into perspective, because what happens is, we think that behavior is bad. You know what I'm saying? When it's not, it's curiosity. And he's learning things. So we can't just discipline them when they're curious. What is a bad kid? Bad kid learns things from what? Parents. How can you discipline a kid from what he learned from you?
Also, so in the nature versus nurture argument, you believe that it's what was it? Nurture? Yeah. Yeah. That's how they grew up or whatever. They're not naturally bad. Yeah. You should read upon it. Yeah.
I don't think kids are naturally bad.
No, there's a study that's saying that some people just are naturally, like, I guess, bad or evil in a sense.
I don't believe that. I believe it gets to that point, but you know what I'm saying? We got to understand why they act the way they act. People don't want to get to that.
But that goes back to what you're saying, like, you know what I'm saying, no matter what, some kids, no matter what you do, they might not listen.
No matter
so
what you do.
So can it naturally just be a bad person?
No.
Like, say like when you have siblings or whatever growing up, whatever, right? And then they may have grew up the same, but they grow up like different paths, like different personalities or whatever, right? And this person's just naturally, I won't say naturally, this person's bad and this person's good. But they grew up with the same values and everything. So they don't think that person's naturally bad, or. But I mean, they weren't nurtured to be bad, though.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. They weren't nurtured to be bad, but they are.
Like bad as in what?
They're destructive.
Is that really bad?
They tear up property, blow up things, hurt people. Just bad. But but you know what I'm saying? But they say they have a twin, so they grew up the same. They grew up in the same environment, same values. They know the same people, same teachers, same friends.
Does that ever happen?
Yes, that happens. Yeah, yes. Okay, look up nature versus nurture. Look up the nature. I did it in all my psychology classes. Nature versus nurture. It happens more often than you think.
But what example is what changed in our lives for them to do that?
That's the thing. It's nothing.
It could just literally be their like mentality.
That's the argument.
But what did they get it from?
That is the argument. The argument is that they're naturally bad. That's what I'm saying.
I don't believe it. I don't believe nobody.
I want you to look
Actually,
into
you know
the
what?
research.
I do believe that. I do believe that. I mean, speaking on biblical. Hold on. Biblical terms. Speaking on biblical terms, it talks about the Father, the Son, in Isaiah something. I can't remember. I know it's Isaiah, but the Son gets 7. What is it? The Father passes down the sins of the Father sevenfold. Mm-hmm. So what the Father do or have did, it passes down to the Son sevenfold. So let's say if you was let's say the father was a thief. He was just shocked as a kid and stuff. So that sin that he did will pass down sevenfold, and that son can possibly be burglary, like sneaking in people's houses and taking their jewelries and condoms and stuff. Now parents are pregnant because they don't got no condoms, and they're so, rowdy, gonna have sex. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly do believe in that, because it's all about how it's what you put in your child, what you put in yourself, or what you did as a person.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? Think kids are naturally just bad? Or
they can be. They can be.
I think it just depends on like their mental state sometimes.
So you think that they
But
could be natural?
But if it's their mental state, how did it come to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, where did they get that mental state? Is it from their father? Is it from
I mean, we're talking about mental illness.
Yeah. So how did they get that mental illness?
Okay, so you still believe in the nurture. You thinking it's still nurture.
I believe it's nurture.
Okay, so hey, look, we got a question for the comments, guys. So, what do you guys believe in? That some people are just naturally bad, or they're nurtured bad? Let us know in the comments.
Like I said before, with the sins of the father that it says in the Bible, I think people can be naturally bad because, okay, David in the Bible, when you talk about it, his son raped his stepsister. You know what I'm saying? David was a good father, I think. No, David was. But it said that since David did what he did, mm-hmm. it passed down to his child. So nurture.
The sins of the father.
The sins of the father, he had that sexual impulse to rape. So I do believe in nurture. I do believe kids can possibly, but I still also believe they can still be rehabilitated.
So do you think people are naturally good then?
Yes.
So you believe that people can be naturally good, but not naturally bad?
See, that's hard. That's hard.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta look into it.
See, that's why
you gotta look into it.
See, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Okay, naturally good. It all depends on what is taught, and then I think kids perceive it differently.
No, that's being nurtured. Being taught, that's nurtured. Nurtured is outside influence.
Yeah, outside influence.
The natural is it's you.
All you. Yeah. Dang, that's
Okay, all right. On to the next one. Next question. Oh, this is a good one. Because I think, So, do we treat our daughters different from our sons?
No, we don't.
Yes.
No.
Talk to us.
Yes. I mean, I have an older brother, and he was treated completely different from me.
How so?
Well, one, I was more spoiled than he was. Okay. Second, he got to do a lot more than I did.
Like what?
Like stay over at people's houses when we were younger, go over to people's houses when we were younger, or, as we got older, going out, like staying out till whenever.
He had no curfew.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you had a curfew. And you had to come home.
Mm-hmm.
You know why?
Because I'm a girl. And
girls get what? They get pregnant. I'm saying? They get pregnant.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's why.
Okay, but girls can get pregnant one time a dude can impregnate multiple girls
There
at
you
one
go.
time.
But he
There
doesn't. He
you
doesn't
go.
have to physically hold the bearing of that.
Yes, you do. Child support is
Exactly.
real. They parents gonna be like, I want them on child support. You got 4 kids that the parents have to pay for until you're 18.
But we don't think like that.
That's the problem.
We don't
That's
think
the
like
problem.
that. But that means. So you saying that we don't do that, so we do treat them different.
Yes.
Cause you know with your sons, whenever they get older or whatever, and they got a little girlfriend, you're like, oh man, there you go, right, good son, good job, son. But you have a daughter, you got a boyfriend.
Listen.
Exactly.
I had an experience as a young age. Okay. And to do that, to try to treat your daughters differently, I think it should be the same. Because I had a, sister's friend do, sexual acts.
She did a little fellatio.
I'm just saying,
She did a little fellatio.
pretty much. And you know what I'm saying? We would go back and forth, and at the time, I was 4 years old.
Oh, you're young. Oh, that's
So you know what I'm saying? You're thinking that since you're a boy, that nothing's bad is going to happen to you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so protective, not just of my girl, you know what I'm saying, but my boys too, because they can, that can mess them up mentally. I was very sexually active at the age of 4. Very sexually active. You know what I'm saying? Going into 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. So I think that, we do treat our boys different, but different than our daughters. But as children, period, we should protect them. Because nobody goes and be like, well, that's a little boy, I'm not finna do nothing with him.
A lot of young boys are a victim of a sexual assault as well.
And it's not talked about. So, we may treat our daughters different.
But you know what? That's because we treat our sons like, you got to be a man.
Yeah.
Man up.
Yeah.
You don't talk about your feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's hard growing up. Like something like that could happen to you and you don't want to tell anybody.
Yeah. And the same thing that happens to a girl can happen to a boy. And people take advantage of that. They know that boys
ain't gonna say
nothing because your friends will be like,
manhood,
it's gay. You know what I'm saying? It's a manhood thing, even at that young age.
Yeah.
So I think that's very important that we protect all of our children, rather they daughters, sons, both. I don't know.
Yeah, but at the same time, boys and girls aren't the same. So you can't. When we say equal, like, okay, I see the aspects of what y'all saying. Like, it's unfair or whatever, right? Like, but we can't treat them the same.
Like, what do you mean?
Because...
Like, are you saying that since he's a boy, he can go spend the night at somebody's house? Because when I was spending the night, I was doing
stuff like that, no, because as a man... You got this, like I said, we got egos and we got sense of pride, and so you got to teach.
As a man, we're kids.
That's what I'm saying. You got to teach your boys how to control their ego.
Okay, what if you don't have a father? What if it's just a mother?
Well, that's a different topic. Now we're talking about single parents. You know what I'm saying? Being a single parent. Because can a mother really teach a boy how to be a man, and vice versa? Can a father teach a daughter how to be a...
A mother can't teach a boy how to be a man, but she can teach a boy how she want to be treated by a man. So
you should teach your son how to treat a woman.
No.
You should treat.
No.
You should treat your daughter how she should be treated.
No. Brianna should treat her son as if, like example. Like my mom used to say, I couldn't teach you how to be a man, but I taught you how I would want to be treated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
As a woman. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? How I would want to be treated as a woman.
My mom did.
So that's how she taught me. You know what I'm saying?
My mom made sure she was like, you always gonna open the door for a woman. You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah. Like my mom's so petty. She wouldn't even. Like, we going somewhere, and then, like, she walk first or whatever. She'll stand by the door and I'll open the door. I'm like, Mom, open the door. She's like, no, you here. You got to open the door for me. You got to treat me right. You know what I'm saying?
She's treating you how a man.
She Loki was training me. I don't like that. I ain't no dog.
Yeah.
Treat me like a dog. Get out of here. But like
But
for real, now I do that now. Like I always open the door,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, for the girls, and it's crazy because nowadays girls they get excited about little stuff like that.
Yeah, because
And I'm
it can
Who?
happen.
Who gets shy?
about just open up doors from them, buying them little random gifts, little stuff like that. They get excited off of that. You know what I'm saying? My mom told me that's how she wanted to be treated, and so I guess that's how other women want to be treated as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then on the sons and daughters, I think we really do gotta be. We gotta protect our daughters a little bit more.
No.
We just do because they're emotional and they're a lot more sensitive. They go through a lot more. Women go through a lot more than what dudes gotta go through.
I don't believe that. I think kids go through things, period. Like kids in general, rather if you female or male. Now, it's different as you get older, I can see, you know what I'm saying? Because, men get their testosterone, they get periods, they get a little stronger.
Well, men get periods.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but no, who gets periods?
Women get
Okay,
periods.
so does a man know what it's like to get a period?
But they get mood swings.
But I didn't say mood swings. That is just a symptom of having a period.
Exactly.
Puberty.
But everyone goes through puberty, but I'm saying
And
women
how
go
long
through
does that
more.
last?
Huh?
Women go through more.
I know, that's what the mom is for. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you know, because you brought up the single parent, so you got to deal with your daughters by yourself, homeboy.
I'm just saying that we need to protect our kids, period. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Of
a
course.
more or less thing.
But it's
Well,
not-
I mean, the thing it was for me, like with me and my brother, he was a big guy, like he was strong and everything, so he can protect himself and like he would go.
At what age though?
I'm talking about like being older.
Yeah.
You know. But with me, it was like, oh, you need to have this with you. You need to make sure you have this with you, and don't go anywhere by yourself at night. And,
Of course.
And don't, But with him, it was like,
just let them out.
like be careful, but you're good.
And honestly, a lot of women go through that. Dudes don't even know about women. I never realized women had the fear of like being by themselves at night. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't think about stuff like that, and then
Yeah, because it's not taught to you.
Yeah,
It's
when
not
you actually
taught to
speak to women and you realize like they don't. That's why they go to the bathroom in groups. They don't like going nowhere by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because they always have a fear of something happening to them.
See, I think as fathers, we are protectors. Of course.
Yeah, protectors and providers.
Protectors and providers. But we have to be able to teach our daughters how to protect themselves when we're not able to protect because we work. Things goes on in our lives. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to teach them, how to fight. Teach them what they have to wear. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's their fault if something happens to them while they wear it, but we got.
That's what you implying.
No, I'm not implying that. I'm saying that it's just protect yourself. Be wary. Be cautious wherever you go.
Okay, but are you telling me the same thing? Watch what you wear. That's
No.
what I'm saying. So we do not treat our daughters the same.
No,
as we
actually,
treat
I am telling my sons the same thing.
No, you're not.
Be careful where you go. Be careful, cautious what you wear.
But you're not telling them what he wear. No, you walk around with that tank top on.
Okay,
son.
if he's in a relationship,
I'll tell him
that.
You're not telling them that.
Huh?
Like,
telling them
you
that.
need to dress better.
Yeah.
No, you know what? It wouldn't matter, how you dress. It's just be cautious. Protect yourself. Like, if my daughter knew how to fight, knew how to protect herself, knew when to be cautious at times, I wouldn't care what she did. I wouldn't care what she wear. I wouldn't care what party she went to, because I know she has that, instinct of, okay, if something goes down, I'm ready to pounce.
I think that comes with trust too. My kids got to earn my trust. You know
of course. But
you gotta prove to me you know how to fight.
I would trust it, but see, that's why you put them in classes. That's why you try to, prepare them for things. Give them pepper spray, give them all this other stuff. Because I would trust my daughter more to go out if she's cautious.
Would you trust your daughter more to go out if she knew how to defend herself? And that was it. And say she brought pepper spray with her just cause.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of would be like a little bit more like. Okay, my mind would be a little bit more
at ease, right?
Because that's what my dad did with me. Here, my brother, taught me to do that, and then pepper spray, and then, knife. All
right, y'all. We're back. Sorry for the little break we had to take. But we're going to get to our final question of the day. So, would you read your child's diary without their permission?
Hell yeah.
No.
No.
No. Okay. Who want to go first on this one?
Because me and my kids aren't going to be best friends.
Okay. No. Explain on that. Come on.
I feel like we're going to be close enough to be able to, like, for her to be able to share most of the stuff with me.
Well, if she's sharing something with you, why she gotta write it down?
Because I'm the only person that maybe she shares it with.
Well, maybe she didn't.
And maybe she wants to keep it for like memories, like something exciting happened to her.
Nobody keeps a diary for memories. They keep it.
Yes,
Actually, yes, they do.
Girls keep. Now they call them journals when they get older. It's still a diary.
All I'm saying is I'm reading it. I'm gonna be your biggest fan.
Okay, so you say you would immediately check it. Oh yeah, you would check it.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because I need to know if you aren't comfortable to come and tell me what's going on, then it's a problem. Obviously, our relationship is rocky in some type of way, and I need to know as a parent what's going on.
Okay, but what if it's your daughter writing this? Like, some of the times you can't.
Okay, but
she's talking about her sexual experience.
Exactly. You know, because I need to know, because if something was to happen that she's not telling me that's going to affect my life.
First of all, it doesn't always have to be like a whole sexual thing, though. Okay.
Okay,
It
but
can
what is
be
she
like,
talking about?
I want
Boys?
to go. Okay, or
This is
what
like
if it's
consent.
like I want to pierce my nose?
Then no, you can't do
Okay,
that.
but that's the thing. Like some things, I'm not saying that's one, but you can't talk to your dad about. Because I couldn't talk to my dad about some of the stuff.
Okay, but unless she has this is what I'm going to do after I leave my daddy's house and turn 18, then no, she can't do, I brought the pencils for her to write in the book. I brought the book for her. I contributed to reading whatever she writes.
But it doesn't mean that your relationship is rocky, though.
Well, I mean, it may not be, you know what I'm saying? But I would want my daughter to come to me instead of writing it in some journal.
Now, once you figure out what she's saying, are you confronting her about it, or are you just leaving it alone?
No, I want to confront her.
Ooh.
I want to confront her because
at that point, I would be writing up, oh, I had sex today.
Yeah, no.
I have a fake journal.
And tomorrow I meet with.
Ooh, that's smart. Girls, y'all smart. Have a fake journal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it doesn't seem too bad over there. You're such a good girl over there. Yo.
And he asked me to pierce my nose today. I said no.
No, listen. I will be concerned. It's a concerning thing. Because I want my daughter to be able to be comfortable around me, to tell me everything. And if she can't tell me everything, I feel that I messed up as a parent.
So you don't think that's messed up, invading her privacy as well?
No, it's not. Because we should be able to tell each other, you know what I'm saying, our problems. Or she should be able to tell me what's going on, because I'm supposed to be a protector. You know what I'm saying? If she has to write it down or hide it in a book, and I'm like, yo, like, what is, like, it makes me look in the mirror like, what am I doing wrong that she can't come to me and tell me?
But I don't think you may not be necessarily doing something wrong. Like Brat was saying, especially if it's a girl or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
She may not just feel comfortable talking to her father about certain things.
And not only that, it's a way for her to get her feelings out first.
But why can't she come to me?
No, because
or her mother.
Even then, it's a way of her getting her feelings out first and kind of like looking over and like, okay, like this is how I'm gonna go about this situation or whatever. And then if they, you know, sometimes still can't either figure it out or just leave it alone, then they'll go to their parents or whatever.
See, that's what I would want. I wouldn't mind if they have a journal. At least come to me with the serious problems. You know what I'm saying? That can possibly, you know, mess me up too. Like, I want you to be able to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind if you have a journal. I'm not saying I'm just going there, marching, grab it, be like, okay, I'm reading it. I need
exactly. Oh, so you sneaking around. You doing ninja rolls, going through her drawers. I found it.
I just would eventually want her to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually. Now, if you're not ready, then I get it. Okay, I get it.
It's easier for girls to talk to their moms more than their dads. Like the way my dad would find out stuff is through my mom, and he understood that. Because it was easier for him too.
Well, as long as you're telling somebody, you know what I'm saying, that is responsible enough in order to take your action, take what you're writing down seriously. If it affects y'all, then I wouldn't mind that. Like if she go into her mom with stuff and she can't come to me, I would understand that. But if she just writing without telling nobody,
So she got
okay,
older
so
and
say if
distant.
she's going to like her aunt or something.
okay, I will understand that as long as her aunt is responsible. She a crackhead. Like what you gonna do? What you gonna do this crackhead for? Like, you can't go to me? What? Nah, man. You went to the crackhead aunt. You know what I'm saying? You got all the aunts. But you gonna go to the crackhead? Nah.
She close with the maybe she trying to do drugs.
Who
Maybe
knows?
other aunts live somewhere else.
Who knows? But as long as she's talking to somebody that is responsible, and I would take what she's saying seriously, and is concerning of what she said and tell us. You know what I'm saying? If it's concerning, then I will approach her and be like, "What's going on?" Read her diary.
I would do the same. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna read it. I'm nosy. I'm gonna read it, but I will not say anything about it unless it's like concerned, like she's talking about her herself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other than that, like,
because
like she just said, like I'm not even gonna. I'm confessing it now. I'm gonna manifest it. I will have a good relationship with my daughters, and I will want them open. You have to come talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I will make it comfortable, and if it's not, just so happen to be that it's not, then that's cool too. But just know I'm gonna go through your stuff. But if you're just doing regular teenage things, I'm not gonna say nothing to you. But if I see that you're going down a wrong dark path, I have to intervene.
Yeah.
I just have to intervene. You know what I'm saying?
Like once you can see the difference in them.
You may get mad at me now for invading your privacy, but I feel like you'll thank me. Yeah, you'll thank me later. Shout out Drake. But alright, I guess that's it. For the Can We Talk podcast today, y'all. So like I always say, don't be afraid to like, dislike, comment, and subscribe so I can get the notifications, y'all. Alright, we'll hit y'all later. Peace.